So I was going to make a video about Halo Infinite, but after trying 3 times, I'm realizing that I cannot find the words to say about it. I really liked it. It was a really good game. I had a ton of fun playing it. And you know what? Screw it. This is going to be that video. I actually forgot what I said like 10 seconds ago, so we're just going to start talking about Halo. Halo Infinite, it felt. Sir, Soul, why do you do this? Alright. So, Halo Infinite, it was a really good game. It was a really good experience. The open world, it was really cool, though I would say wait to explore it until the end game, because you just stay in it. Once you finish the game, you pretty much have the world to yourself. Of course, there's still baddies around. You can go kill them. But there's not much to do after the game aside from just collecting fobs, finding hidden collectibles, and just fighting more enemies. But the actual campaign itself, it a lot of people were saying it was really short. I personally don't feel that way. It felt about the same length as every other Halo game, which I mean it was. Most Halo games are about or somewhere around 8 hours long, and Halo Infinite is no exception. It was definitely around that 8 hour mark. Easily, I just sat down day it came out, downloaded it to my PC. I downloaded it to my Xbox. I wanted to compare the two before actually starting, deciding on which one I want to play on, and I wound up playing on my PC because I don't have Series X yet. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the campaign. I sat down 8 hours, just played it, just start to finish, and I absolutely loved it. I enjoyed it incredibly. The story itself, I won't go too far into details of what the actual story is. I think a lot of people, you should just really experience it firsthand for yourself. But I will say this: it was a very good game. It was a very good story, and it felt like a very well done goodbye to the old Halo franchise. And by that I mean the Bungie games, 1, 2, 3. You got Reach, and of course Halo 4 and 5 were 343, and those first 3 games with Cortana are probably the most memorable as far as scenes of emotion and really feeling for these characters in these games and what's going on in this world. And Halo Infinite feels like a very almost sorrowful goodbye to all of that, but at the same time it feels clean, it feels good, and it feels like it was definitely the right move. When 343 made Cortana essentially a villain, I think that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But Halo Infinite, this introduces the new AI. Her name is the Weapon, as said in the subtitles. She doesn't actually get a proper name until the end of the game, and even then, you don't actually hear what it is. That's not a spoiler. It's just lack of detail, really. So yeah, I God, what can I say about the Weapon? She is quirky, she's snarky, she is everything that Cortana was with a splash of youth. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but like interacting with Cortana in Halo 1, 2, and 3, and then of course in Halo 4, uh, she's your close companion. She's very much like a best friend that you've had since childhood, and you can really tell that the chemistry between the Chief and Cortana, and you kind of feel that in yourself as you play. You experience the story of the Halo games, and as you get closer to Cortana, that just makes the stories of Halo 4 and 5 just so much more gut wrenching. And Halo Infinite, I feel like it's a good goodbye to all of that, to Cortana as a character. I feel like they let go of her in a very good way, in a way that didn't upset anyone. I don't think didn't upset me. I haven't heard of anyone else being upset about it. How the way it was done, and this Weapon AI, she is really really cool. I'm not gonna. There is a spoiler about her pertaining to Cortana, but that's again you'll have to play the game to find that out. Uh, it's really hard not to spoil this game because it's really really cool. I absolutely just everything about it felt right. The only thing that didn't feel right, I would say, is the open world itself. I'm used to finishing a Halo mission and going straight into the next one after a cutscene. This you got your cutscene and then you're just kind of left standing there, and then you go to the next place on your own. You walk there, you drive there, you fly there, and grapple around. Find your own path to get there. For me, I actually the first time I found a banshee, I kept it the entire game. When I say that, I literally the first time I got in a banshee, I'm like, okay, this is really really convenient to like traverse this map in. So what I'd do is I'd park it up on like a hill or like on one of the cliffs, and I would just kind of leave it there, and then I'd go play the mission. And when I came out, I would just grapple back up to it, get into it, and go to the next place. And this is actually very convenient because there's one mission where you have to go to 3 different areas, and they're kind of spread out across the map. And if I wasn't using the Banshee, I feel like it would have taken me a lot longer to do all of that. And so I probably actually played a shorter game than other people did. I'm not saying I speed run it, but like I probably just took a faster route, is what I'm saying. And as far as the game's length, a lot of people were complaining about it being short. And to me, I'm sitting here thinking, Halo games have always been around the 8 hour mark, and Halo Infinite is definitely finishable within 8 hours, if not maybe a little more. I played through it again, like as cats. Soul, leave her alone. Uh, what was I talking about? Uh, crap. Okay. Time, the length of the game. Halo Infinite, it was definitely like I when I finished it, I felt like probably 8 hours had passed. I could probably check the time that I've spent playing the game and probably say about that. But yeah, it's not a short Halo game at all. I'd say it's very standard length, and unlike other Halo games, you actually do have the open world to explore when you're done with the game, and just going around finding all the soul down. She is in heat, and he wants to fight her because he's fixed and jealous. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, my cats are a distraction. Yeah, no, I felt like it was a very good campaign. The length, it felt right. I do wish there was more to do, but it is what it is. And I definitely got what I paid for, and by what I paid for, I mean $16 a month for Game Pass, uh, because Game Pass makes it really hard to buy new games because every new game that I'd want to buy is on their day one, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, that's my piece on Halo Infinite. I shouldn't have made this video because I absolutely have no idea what I'm talking about. I have no organization of thoughts whatsoever. I wanted to give the game a few weeks to, settle in my mind, really think out like what I wanted to say about it in this video. And over that course of time, I kind of lost my train of thought of like, I had a really well thought out, thing I was going to say about it, huge, review that I was going to do. And then it's like, I'm just going to give him the cliff notes. So anyway, this is not my best video. I can already tell that. But if you did like it for whatever reason, please consider subscribing, and you can also support the channel via Buy Me a Coffee. I will leave links in the description below to that, as well as my social, Twitter and Instagram. No one really sees my Twitter. I don't really use Twitter. Instagram, I'm on there all the time, though. So definitely follow me on Instagram. And yeah, again, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Dislike if you want to. No one else will see it, but I will. Just know it's a little dirt in my eye. I don't really care either way. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your evening. Also, if you're not new to the channel, and you've seen my camera quality before, please tell me, do you think this looks at all better? I don't have a background, I just have, my room here. But yeah, yeah, tell me what you think. Anyway, thank you for watching, and bye.